Hey everyone, welcome back to Yousaf Reacts. Today, we're diving into the electrifying world of the Marvel Cinematic Universe with a review of Thor, Love and Thunder. I'm Lois, and if you're a Marvel fan like me, you're in for a treat. So, grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's get started. Directed by Taika Waititi, Thor, Love and Thunder is the fourth standalone Thor film and the 29th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This movie brings back our favorite god of thunder, Thor, played by Chris Hemsworth, and introduces some exciting new characters and storylines. First, let's talk about the plot. Without giving away too many spoilers, Thor, Love and Thunder follows Thor as he embarks on a quest for inner peace. However, his plans are interrupted by Gorr the God Butcher, played by Bale, who seeks to eliminate all gods. To combat this new threat, Thor teams up with King Valkyrie, Korg, and his ex-girlfriend Jane Foster, who now wields Mjolnir as the mighty Thor. One of the most exciting aspects of the film is Jane Foster's transformation into the mighty Thor. Natalie Portman delivers a powerful performance, and her chemistry with Chris Hemsworth is electric. Now, let's talk about the performances. Chris Hemsworth continues to shine as Thor, bringing a perfect blend of humor and heroism to the role. Tessa Thompson as King Valkyrie is as charismatic as ever, and Taika Waititi's Korg provides plenty of laughs. But it's Bale as Gorr the God Butcher who steals the show with his menacing and captivating performance. Bale's portrayal of Gorr is intense and compelling, making him one of the most memorable villains in the MCU. The film also boasts stunning visuals and epic action sequences. Taika Waititi's unique style and humor are evident throughout the movie, making it a fun and engaging watch from start to finish. From breathtaking battles to hilarious moments, Thor, Love and Thunder delivers on all fronts. Now, let's talk about some of the themes explored in the film. Thor, Love and Thunder delves into themes of love, loss, and self-discovery. Thor's journey to find inner peace and purpose is both heartfelt and relatable. The emotional depth of the film adds another layer to the action-packed adventure, making it a well-rounded experience. Thor enlists the help of Valkyrie, Korg and ex-girlfriend Jane Foster to fight Gorr the God Butcher, who intends to make the gods extinct. Thor's retirement is interrupted by a galactic killer known as Gorr the God Butcher, who seeks the extinction of the gods. To combat the threat, Thor enlists the help of King Valkyrie, Korg and ex-girlfriend Jane Foster, who to Thor's surprise, inexplicably wields his magical hammer, Mjolnir, as the mighty Thor. Together, they embark upon a harrowing cosmic adventure to uncover the mystery of the God Butcher's vengeance and stop him before it's too late. After the events of Avengers Endgame, Thor now sets off on a personal journey of discovering who he is through inner peace. But now Thor is called back into action once more when he takes on a deadly new adversary, named Gorr the God Butcher, who seeks the extinction of all the gods. To face this new foe, Thor teams with Korg, Valkyrie and his old flame Jane Foster, who surprisingly has been bonded with his old hammer Mjolnir. Gorr, the last of his people, spends his days striving to survive on a barren desert with his daughter. He prays to his god Rapu for help, but his daughter soon dies of starvation. Just as he begins to hear a voice calling out to him in the distance, Gorr discovers an oasis where he finds Rapu, who had killed the latest wielder of an ancient weapon known as All Black the Necrosword. Rapu makes fun of Gorr for his helplessness and refuses to provide any assistance. Feeling betrayed, Gorr claims the Necrosword and beheads him, and vows for the elimination of all gods. Thor continues his adventures with the Guardians of the Galaxy, responding to distress calls across the universe while working to get back in shape. However, Thor remains discontent with where he is in life, and intends to retire. An influx of incoming calls regarding Gorr emerge, one of them being from Lady Sif, who had hunted him down. Thor and Korg respond to Sif's call, parting ways with the Guardians who leave to respond to the others. They find a defeated Sif with her arm severed, who warns them that Gorr will attack New Asgard next. Meanwhile, Dr. Jane Foster undergoes treatment for stage 4 cancer. Efforts to research for a cure prove futile and she begins to lose hope. But Foster becomes inspired to travel to New Asgard in hopes that their magic can help eliminate the cancer. As Thor has unknowingly enchanted it to protect Foster while they were together, Mjolnir becomes drawn to her presence, fusing itself back together and imbuing her with the powers of the mighty Thor. That night, Gorr uses the Necrosword to swarm New Asgard with shadow monsters. Thor, Korg, and Sif arrive to confront them, as does King Valkyrie and Foster, who Thor is surprised to see. While they were able to repel the monsters, Gorr escapes with Asgard's children, including Heimdall's son Axe Heimdallson. Thor communicates with Axe and deduces that the children are in the Shadow Realm. Knowing that Gorr's strength would be at its peak there, Thor, Mighty Thor, Valkyrie, and Korg travel to Omnipotence City to warn Zeus of Gorr and ask for an army to help fight him. Unconvinced that Gorr is a threat to Omnipotence City, Zeus instead has Thor captured, forcing the others to intervene and fend off Zeus' men. In the scuffle, Zeus uses his Thunderbolt to destroy Korg's body. Only his face remains intact. Enraged, Thor uses the Thunderbolt to impale Zeus in the chest, which Valkyrie steals as the group escapes to confront Gorr in the Shadow Realm. On the way, Thor learns of Foster's cancer diagnosis, and the two rekindle their relationship. Upon arrival, they attempt to locate the children, only to realize that it was a trap. Gorr intended to take Stormbreaker in order to utilize the Bifrost Bridge to access Eternity, where he can wish for the extinction of the gods. They battle Gorr and his shadow monsters once more, but are forced to flee back to New Asgard since Valkyrie and Mighty Thor were both hurt in battle. Before Stormbreaker can be transported across the Bifrost, Gorr steals it. Thor is informed that the effects of Mjolnir are aggravating Foster's cancer, and he urges her to stay behind to recover. Valkyrie is also unable to continue fighting, leaving the Thunderbolt in Thor's possession so that he can fight Gorr again. At the center of the universe, Gorr begins opening Eternity's gate with Stormbreaker. Thor arrives using Thunderbolt and imbues the children with the power of Thor, giving them enough strength to overcome the remaining shadow monsters. Gorr gains the upper hand against Thor. Having sensed his distress, Foster decides to wield Mjolnir again, despite her weakened condition, and joins the fight through using Valkyrie's winged horse. Thor gives Mighty Thor ample time to use Mjolnir to shatter the Necrosword into pieces, dooming herself and Gorr. Thor recovers Stormbreaker and has the children use it to return home, but they could not stop Gorr from entering Eternity. Thor calls out to Gorr and pleads for him to choose love over death as he rushes to Mighty Thor's side. Their love reminded him of the love he had for his daughter, thus deciding to use his wish to resurrect her. Foster soon succumbs to her illness and dies in Thor's arms, vanishing into Valhalla. Thor accepts Gorr's request to take custody of his daughter before he dies from the Necrosword's curse. In the aftermath, a statue of Foster as the mighty Thor is erected in New Asgard. Lady Sif and King Valkyrie begin training the children in combat, while Korg's body fully regenerates as he seeks to produce an offspring. Thor starts to raise Gorr's daughter as his own, entrusting her with Stormbreaker while he wields Mjolnir into battle. The two begin traveling the galaxy offering assistance to whomever needs it, becoming known as Love and Thunder. In a mid-credits scene, Zeus, still recovering from his injuries in Omnipotence City, sends out his son Hercules to kill Thor. In a post-credits scene, Foster arrives at the gates of Valhalla where Heimdall welcomes her to the afterlife. Thor, Love and Thunder does attempt to explore themes of love and loss, whilst introducing the mighty Thor and putting Thor on a journey of self-discovery. However, it sadly doesn't work as well as it should due to a rushed pace and way too many jokes that are almost never funny. Chris Hemsworth is still going strong as Thor, but the extreme goofiness is getting a little stale. Natalie Portman has never been better as this character, and Tessa Thompson is still great as Valkyrie, even though she doesn't really get much to do. Taika Waititi massively overstays his welcome as Korg this time, who becomes very annoying really fast. Christian Bale is one of the better MCU villains with a good motivation and an unsettling presence but is let down by limited screen time. Takiya's direction on the other hand is stronger, there's some nice visual imagery. And the color palette is pretty vibrant but the MCU gray is still present throughout sadly. The CG is consistently inconsistent from start to finish. The music by Michael Giacchino is fine, there's one new theme that's pretty memorable but the lack of Thor's theme is annoying. The soundtrack is really good, all the songs are classics that fit the tone and style well but some could have been used better. Overall, Thor, Love and Thunder is a thrilling addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. With its stellar cast, captivating storyline, and Taika Waititi's unique vision, it's a must-watch for any Marvel fan. Overall, Thor, Love and Thunder is a thrilling addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. With its stellar cast, captivating storyline, and Taika Waititi's unique vision, it's a must-watch for any Marvel fan. That's it for today's review. Let me know in the comments what you thought of Thor, Love and Thunder. Did it live up to your expectations? And who was your favorite character? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Yousaf Reacts for more movie reviews and discussions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.